What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome into the channel, and thank you for stopping in. So I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about my first impressions and my thoughts on the game, the First Berserker Khazan. Since this game has just come out a couple days ago, I will be only showing footage from the first hour or so of the game. I don't want to do any sort of spoilers for you. I won't be showing any major bosses, any major NPCs, anything like that. We're going to be avoiding all of that. This is the first impressions video. If you desire to be spoiled, you can do that on your own time in a different video. This game was on my radar for the last couple months, and I've been pretty excited about it. It seems like kind of a game that's right up my alley. So I've put about 12 to 15 hours into it so far. I think I just finished up the fourth boss of the game, so still grinding, still moving my way through it. If you saw my last video talking about the problems with the game Marvel Rivals, you should definitely go check that out if you haven't seen it already. It's going to be basically the opposite of this video. This one's going to be quite a bit more positive than that one, so go check that out. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. So the First Berserker Khazan is a third-person action game, commonly referred to as a Souls-like. If you're not familiar, Souls-like originated from Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro, all of those games. So if you have somehow not heard of these, I don't even know if we can consider you a gamer. So if any game's got any sort of difficulty whatsoever, people typically say, this is the Dark Souls of this genre. This is the Dark Souls of that genre. So that's where the Souls-like term came to be. And let me tell you, this so far has been an absolutely phenomenal game, Souls-like or not. I've been having an absolute blast with it. It's a very, very satisfying game. The combat is sharp. It's punchy. The hits feel weighty. It's been pretty freaking awesome. And let me tell you, the difficulty is top-notch. It's not overly oppressive. It's like just the right amount of difficulty. The bosses have whooped my butt quite a few times, but as you play these types of games, you start learning their tells, you start learning their rhythm, and eventually you're able to overcome it. It's not like an insurmountable challenge. So it's been a very rewarding experience for me so far. There's 3 weapons in the game. There is the dual blades, which basically you get a short sword and an axe, which I find to be a really cool and satisfying combo. There's the great sword, which if any of you know the anime Guts, then don't have to say much else about it. It's basically Guts' great sword, and the spear. So those are the 3 weapons you get to choose from. I know 3 weapons might not sound like a lot, but I promise you, with the amount of different combos, the amount of different finishers, the ways you can weave those in and out of combat to create some absolutely insane damage inflicting combinations. Trust me, 3 weapons feels like so much more than just 3 weapons. Now, this game has a very big emphasis on loot. You will be able to get multiple variants of each of these weapons with different attributes, different scaling, different set bonuses. So it helps when it comes to being able to actually be able to craft your build. There's generic pieces of gear that don't have any particular set bonuses attached to them, and then there's full-on set bonuses with a special attribute if you can get all 6 pieces together. So that's really cool. It's got the same kind of style combat as a blend of a couple games, in my opinion. If any of you are interested in Neo is an absolutely phenomenal series. If you have not played Neo 1 or Neo 2, I highly recommend go check those out. Those are great games. But those games have like a mission structure to them. It's not like an open world. You take the mission, you go to that specific area, you handle the objective, you get out. So it's definitely got that kind of mission structure to it. But it has a very similar combat feel to Neo. And Sekiro is one of the ones I mentioned earlier from Software. Got an absolutely phenomenal combat system. It relies heavily on the dance of the blade, if you will. The parry, find an opening, strike kind of combat style. It's not a hack and slash. If you try to hack and slash, you will quickly get disposed of. So it's kind of a blend between those two. And I absolutely love that. I love both of those games. So far this game has kind of really hit all of the marks for me when it comes to combat. Another thing I really appreciate about it so far has been the music. The soundtrack is just awesome. I mean, it's just really cool. I've enjoyed basically every track I've come across, so that's been a huge plus for me. The boss designs are awesome. So far, like I said, I think I've beat 3 or 4 now. I've enjoyed all of them. They all feel very unique, have their own kind of persona to them, their own style, different aggression levels. So far, that has been fantastic for me. The difficulty, let me tell you, so there's 2 different difficulty settings. There's easy and there's normal. Of course, I chose normal. I would have chose hard if they would have given it to me, but there was only normal. Normal, man, it's difficult. I am thoroughly impressed. As someone that has played every single Dark Souls game, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring, even Souls-like games like Neo or Lies of P, things like that, this game hits the mark when it comes to difficulty. You are not just going to walk in and beat a boss in the first go around. I'll bet you money you won't. Maybe like the first boss, maybe the second boss, but anything after that, no. You have to learn their mechanics or you will get absolutely destroyed, basically. So far, it's been an awesome experience. I think I've read that it's typically about a 30-40 hour experience. So far as the money that it cost, I believe it was $60. I think I bought the deluxe version, so it was $70 for me. I don't care how much it was. It's been great so far. If you like any of the games that I've mentioned, you're absolutely gonna love this game. It's been freaking awesome. The art style is very unique. It's kind of got like a cel shaded kind of anime-esque 3D art style, which blends really, really well with like the backgrounds of the game. I'm very impressed by it. At first I thought it'd be kind of jarring, but no, I really, really like the art style. There's not really any hiccups. There's not really any jitters. It's very, very smooth. I haven't ran into any sort of bugs or crashes. And let me tell you, after the last 3 or 4 games that I've played, not having bugs and crashes has been a godsend. I've been thoroughly impressed to just be able to play the game when I start and in the game when I'm done and not have to see my desktop throughout the entire gaming experience. So that has been awesome. So kudos to the developers for that. I know this might be a crazy concept, but bear with me on this one. How about we start releasing games that are playable on day one? Not, oh, we need a patch or 2 to work out the kinks. No. Playable. Finishable. Done. Finito. That was a mini rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So far, it's definitely been a great experience. There's not really many things I can think of that are flaws with the game. The story, I haven't really been too terribly, invested into it. You play Khazan and it's a revenge story. I mean, I'm not really like dying to know more. So that could probably be seen as kind of like a negative. It hasn't really hooked me, but I'm not playing this game for the story. I'm playing this game for the moment-to-moment action, the set pieces, the environments, and the loot. So if you are a gamer that is big on story-driven games, then this might not be the one for you. But if you like action, you like fast-paced combat, you like great audio, great music, the sound cues are great. If you like fully diving into the world, then I highly recommend giving this a try. I cannot wait to finish it. Out of all of the Souls-like games that I have played, Lies of P so far is my number one. That experience was top-notch for me. I loved everything about that game. How this game's going so far, though, it might give it a running. We shall see. I don't know. I mean, that is a high bar for me to be set, but right now it's definitely got a whole lot of potential. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be streaming it next week, hopefully finishing the game out for you guys. So overall, I'm very happy with my experience so far. Hopefully they can stick the landing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game. Let me know things you like about it, things you didn't like about it. If you have any questions or anything, leave those in the comments. And like I said, don't forget to go check out that last video I uploaded about the problem with a Basically an Elden Ring player, a From Software player, going and trying a shooter multiplayer co-op online game for the first time. It was a struggle. I was not a happy man. I was not having a great experience. So I'd be curious to hear your opinions on that as well. So yeah, I think that'll about wrap it up for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and can't wait to catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.